Hair's coming down. Let's get started. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my April haul. And I haven't done a haul since my Christmas haul, and the reason for that is because I don't like doing hauls, because I always forget what books I bought in the month because I buy a good amount of books and they all kind of string together. And so I decided, you know what, I got some pretty good books this month, may as well do a haul. And I'm at a new location, and mostly because of my Mortal Instruments books. I wanted to give them a little bit of love because I have them over here in this little cubby area, and normally you don't see them, so I was going to give them a little time in the spotlight for this haul. So yeah, these are just the books that I got in April. Obviously I've gotten more books than my Christmas haul, but I didn't want to do like a 30-minute video talking about all of those. So these are just going to be the books that I bought in April. So let's get started. So these are in no particular order, but I wanted to start out with something that I'm very excited about. You know, that's all I have to say, honestly. Just Hamilton. Know what Hamilton is? I can't help you. Because it's probably my favorite thing in the whole world ever. I mean, I can't even talk about it. This is probably my favorite thing in the entire world ever. Probably. Yeah, favorite thing ever.
Why did it just get dark? Okay, there we go. Here comes my lighting. Here we go again with the lighting. The changing lighting. Isn't it a wonderful experience?
So going on to books that I can actually talk about. The first book I got, I actually bought for my friend's birthday. So I've already read this book, but I picked up Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. I just went to a signing for Rainbow and she was amazing. And my friend's birthday just passed a few days ago, and so I decided, you know what, she needs to read this because she really likes books like this, and so I decided to pick this up for her. So I know it's a little bit of cheating because it's not for myself, but I wanted to include it. The next book I got was 1984 by George Orwell. I just finished reading Animal Farm by Mr. Orwell and I really enjoyed it, so I decided to pick up 1984, and I'm also going to pick up a copy of this for my friend whose birthday, again, I just talked about, but this one's my copy and I'm excited to get into this. As much as I can tell, it's a prophecy thing that was written in 1949, and it's a title 1984, and I know there's been lots of controversy surrounding this book. I'm not exactly sure what it's about, but I'm excited for it. The next book I picked up, which I was so excited about, was Yellow Brick War by Daniel Page. Book I picked up because it's the third book in the Dorothy Must Die series, and I loved Dorothy Must Die. The Wicked Will Rise, which is the second book, was okay. It was really short, and I talked about this in my intimidating TBR video, but if you haven't seen this, I went on a whole rant about how short third books, at least highly anticipated books that I've been wanting to come out, have just really tiny second books and really short third books, and it makes me very angry because I've been waiting a year for like less than like 230 pages. That's ridiculous. But I haven't read this book yet. I'm excited to, a little hesitant because it's so short. But if you don't know, Dorothy Must Die is a sort of a twisted retelling of The Wizard of Oz. And the first book was fantastic. We'll see if this third one is alright. I honestly think they probably could have combined the second and third book into one book, but won't go into that one. But I'm happy to have this, I suppose. The next book I picked up was First Life by Jenna Showalter, and this is my book club book that actually already passed. I have already been to this book club, and actually, I forgot to take this stuff out. I have a bookmark and a signed book plate from the author. Forgot to take those out. But I'll talk about this more in my wrap-up because I already read it, obviously, but I picked this up towards the beginning of the month. Just a sneak peek of my thoughts. 3 stars. I'll talk about it more, like I said, but I did pick this one up in April. It basically follows this girl named Ten, and this world is actually, the world is the best part about it, in my opinion. It follows a world where you have your first life, which is like how we're living now, like with high school and you know how we are now. But then when you die, you start your second life, and basically in your second life you live forever, and before you die in your first life you have to sign a contract with one of two different second lives, and there's Troika and there's Myriad, and they both have been at war for the longest time, and basically Troika's light, Myriad is darkness, and they both have lots of different characteristics that go along with them, but Ten has to pick one of these because she is a very important person. Surprise, surprise. She is a vital piece to both of these worlds, or these realms, I guess, these second lives. Anyway, so both of the realms want to recruit her for their world, and so they send two of their best boys to go and try to woo Ten into signing with them. It was alright. I'll talk about it more in my wrap-up, but that's the general synopsis of it. The world is really cool. Yeah. Next up, I have The Passion of Tulsa by Julie Berry, and this is my May book club book pick, and as much as I can gather, it is in the 13th century, and I'm just going to read the flap. Tulsa is a young gentlewoman with uncanny gifts on the run from
an obsessed, that says obsessed.
Obsessed friar determined to burn her as a heretic for the passion she refuses to tame. Bottill is a wily and charismatic peasant, a matchmaker running a tavern with her two sisters in a tiny seaside town. The year is 1241. The place Provenza, what we now call Provence, France, a land still reeling from the bloody crusades waged there by the Catholic Church and its northern French enemies. When the matchmaker finds the mystic near death by a riverside, Bottill takes Tulsa in and discovers the girl's extraordinary healing power. But as the vengeful friar Lucien hunts down his heretic, the two girls find themselves putting an entire village at the mercy of murderers. That sounds pretty damn epic. And I've never read anything in this time period, so I'm excited, to say the least. The next book I have is actually my TBR jar challenge pick, and I had to read a book that someone recommends to you, and at my book club I asked people and they unanimously agreed that I should read Crash by Lisa McMahon. That's kind of overwhelming on the camera, I apologize. But as much as I can gather, I kind of just bought this on a whim because I needed a recommendation and they seem to really love this book. But I guess it's about this girl named Jules, and she keeps seeing a vision over and over again of this careening truck hitting a building and exploding in 9 body bags in the snow. And as she keeps seeing this vision, she ends up seeing a face in one of the body bags, and it turns out to be someone she knows. I know this is a really short book, which is good because I have to read it in like a week because it's almost the end of April when I'm filming this. But yeah, so hopefully this is good. Everyone who recommended it to me really loved it. So we'll see. What I'm very excited about, and that is The Winter's Curse by Marie Ruvkowski. And obviously lots of hype has been surrounding this series because the last book just came out, The Winter's Kiss, and I've heard tons of good things about this book, and I haven't picked this one up yet. I actually had to get the hardcover, beautiful cover, because if you didn't know, there's a whole controversy with their changing the covers. Long story short, I wanted the pretty covers, so I got this pretty cover, and it has deckled edges, and I didn't know I had deckled edges, so that's a plus. That's a huge plus. So yeah, I got this. I know it has to do with, I think, a slave, could be wrong, a slave falling in love with the general's daughter, I think. And the last book I got in April was Lady Renegades by Rachel Hawkins. Again, the short book, I'm upset. I've already talked about that. I won't talk about it again. This is the third book in the Rivel Bell series by Rachel Hawkins, and if you don't know what that's about, it's basically, it looks strange, I'll admit. It looks very girly, but it's honestly not. It's about this girl, and her name is Harper, and she is basically a college counselor's dream. I'm gonna say it like that. She is like homecoming queen and debate leader. I forget like all she does, but she basically does everything. And she ends up the night of prom actually becoming this warrior which is called a paladin, and she is sworn to protect her sort of worst enemy in high school, a boy that she hates, and shit goes down, and it's very cool, and I highly recommend the first book. I'm not sure about the rest of the series, but I'm excited to finish this off even though it's really short, and I'm pretty sure I was spoiled on what happens, but I'm still going to read it. So yeah, that was my April haul video. Thanks so much for watching. Please comment down below any books that you received or got or bought in April, and like this video up and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I would very much appreciate it. And so yeah, thanks for watching once again, and I will see you guys very soon with my next video. Bye!